What's up, guys? What's up, my TTG crew? What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, the 18-year. Oh, I just spilled some. That's taboo. The 18 years out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The 18 years out tonight while the wolf drinks his tea. He might have Fruit Loops in there with milk. His mic is still muted. He doesn't know. Let's not tell him, though.
That's all right. I got it.
We'll let him talk the whole night muted. Guys, go ahead. What's up? Go ahead. We'll say something more.
I was just going to say, even if I was muted, my picks would still be great.
Guys, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Damn, do I feel good tonight, guys. Do I feel good tonight? Came back with a vengeance today. All right, if you guys caught my live stream last night, you guys saw it yesterday. Yesterday was a rough day for me. I kind of got beat up yesterday a little bit, but a big part of my shellacking yesterday was unrealized P&L on that BLNK trade, and that stock got slaughtered today. I talked to you guys last night about the resistance levels that are up there around the high 30s, low 40s on BLNK, and I stuck with that trade. I reduced some of my size yesterday to account for the overnight hold. We caught the sell-off this morning. We dropped all the way down to 25, guys. That stock was down well over 20% today at lows, and I was actually able to peel a piece of profit off on that trade, which yesterday, if you asked me when the stock was at 36 after hours that I thought I was going to be peeling profit off on that trade today, I would have thought, that might be wishful thinking. But nonetheless, guys, I got the pullback today. It wasn't huge profit. I'm long at 540 a contract, and I was able to take some profit at 590. So not a huge profit, but really just trying to reduce my size to allow myself some wiggle room. On the rest of this position, because if we can break below $25 BLNK, it's game over for that stock. And I think we dropped down to 19.20. So I'm actually still in these put options, but I've greatly reduced my risk. I recouped a lot of that unrealized loss on the P&L from yesterday. So, we've got here, I'll just never mind. So yeah, guys, so today a big bounce back day, a real big bounce back day. I was able to come in here, trade ENG. I made some good money on YJ was a 24% gain. That was kind of a nice little addition to the day, a nice money maker there on YG. So yeah, guys, I mean, today was a great day. I'm really happy with myself to be able to come back and hit it the way that I did. If you guys caught my live stream yesterday, I told you guys that I was just trying to be green today. That's it. I just wanted to be green today. I'm not trying to make back everything that I lost yesterday. I'm just trying to be green. I said I was going to come in with a clear head, a fresh slate, and just, be patient, wait for A+ setups and attack. That's exactly what we did here today. I got really good setups on ENG. I got really good setups on YJ. I was able to manage that BLNK trade. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better day and a better bounce back day. I told you guys yesterday that you guys wanted to make sure you were going to be in chat with me today, because I told you guys I was coming back. I told you guys that I was going to come back heavier and harder. Okay. And I was going to come back with a vengeance. And that's exactly what we did today. And that's why today we're going to talk about how to bounce back big. I hope you guys appreciate my thumbnail bouncing around in the bouncy house. I thought that was a good one. Hope you guys got a good laugh out of that one. But today I'm very happy with the way that we traded. Coming back today. The wolf also Had some nice trades today, ripping up those marijuana stocks. He had a great call on US Steel. US Steel had a huge move today. I'm sure he'll talk to you guys about that as well today. But we're going to focus a lot, guys, on the live stream. I'm going to recap my trades for you on ENG and YJ. I told you guys I was waiting for A+ setups to help myself bounce back. And we're going to talk about on this live. I'm going to talk to you guys about the technical setup on those two trades, why I considered those A+ setups, and why those were the ones that I decided to go after when I was just looking to get myself to green on the day. And then I'm going to go over with you kind of a little bit of a mental lesson, kind of a carryover from yesterday. I really opened up to you guys yesterday about the day I had, and then now coming into the day today, it's important for us to talk about the transition from like a psychological standpoint on how I went from yesterday to today. All right. And that deserves a cheers. So with that said, guys, the McAllen 15 last night, I did not deserve the 18, but tonight I deserve the 18. So cheers.
Is 2020 Poland Spring in a cup.
Nice. 2020 Poland Spring in a cup.
Old day. They sent me this mug though, so it's free. So,
That sounds exciting. You're such a daredevil.
Yeah, well, when you're this good, I don't need to drink. I'm not a big drinker.
I guess.
So guys, so what are we going to talk about? Guys, there's so much.
And all-time highs today. All-time highs, 30,000 on the Dow.
I mean, who would have thought that the market really likes knowing what's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it yesterday at 6 o'clock, in case you missed it. We saw the marijuana stocks, the Canadians, rip like 20% after hours yesterday. And then, everything just popped at 6 o'clock when the GSA started the transition for Biden, and the market loved it. So.
And that was on top of the Janet Yellen announcement. The market loved that too. So the market loves listen, we've talked about certainty and uncertainty for a long time on these live streams, going all the way back to March when the coronavirus, they kind of first started coming on the scene. And we talked to you guys about the markets do not like uncertainty. The markets like definitiveness. They like certainty. They like to be able to look forward 6 months out and be able to make an accurate depiction on where we're going to be in 6 months. And that's what the market's doing right now. The market is they're not looking at coronavirus headlines this week. They're not looking at coronavirus headlines next week. They're looking at where we're going to be 6 months from now. And 6 months from now, we have stimulus and we have a vaccine, multiple vaccines. And that's where the market's looking. And hence you get 30,000 points on the Dow. Okay. Record highs on the Dow. We've got record highs on the S&P after hours. The NASDAQ is lagging still, but the NASDAQ made all-time highs well before the Dow and S&P ever did. So they're playing catch up a little bit while the NASDAQ lags a little bit and takes a bit of a breather while the reopening trade continues. And you saw big days today in the airline stocks, big days today in a lot of the the reopening trades. And you saw
we finally got an infrastructure week.
Yeah, we got an infrastructure.
I mean, really, that's U.S. Steel. It's like they were so it got an upgrade, and we can get into it later. But it got an upgrade today, and it's like they were waiting to give this upgrade because look, this is a big thing with the Biden administration, or really any administration when there's some kind of like financial calamity in the market. They want the easiest way to fix things is by strengthening the middle class, and the fastest route, the low-hanging fruit, is doing massive infrastructure projects to get everybody working, get everybody spending, and it really is the only type of trickle-down economics that actually works. So, U.S. Steel made an upside move of 20%. It hasn't done this the entire time I've been trading. It hasn't made this move since 2018. It's pretty much been all downhill since there were tariffs and a trade war. So it got upgraded to $17. And unfortunately, I sold my position. Well, not my long position. I sold my contracts yesterday, and a lot of them. So
yeah.
I was.
They also there was a news catalyst on U.S. Steel today. Also, guys, their Arkansas, the expansion of their Arkansas facility was completed well ahead of schedule, which increases their capacity by over 30%. And it happened 60 days ahead of schedule. So that was some news that came out of the company, and then that's what kind of triggered that gap up and run on U.S. Steel. And then you had the analyst upgrade very quickly follow suit on the back of that news. So good things happening there for U.S. Steel. Like I said, I'm sure the Wolf we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, guys. Once we get into some Q&A stuff. So with that being said, we've got a lot to go over here tonight, guys. We're going to talk about Dow all-time highs. We're going to talk about my BLNK trade. We're going to talk about my ENG trade, my YJ trade. We have a lot to discuss here tonight. If you guys, this is your very first time on the True Trading Up YouTube channel, welcome. You guys want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these live streams, because we are always doing Q&As. We're always providing you with trade ideas, trade recaps, market commentary, and really just golden nuggets of information for free on the YouTube channel. So you guys want to make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button and share this video across your own social media channels. Guys, welcome. If those of you that are brand new, my name is Michael Edward, head trader at True Trading Group. I began my trading career working for a hedge fund on Wall Street. We managed just under $500 million. I went on to receive a Trader of the Year award while working at that fund. And I also went through a 3-month educational training program that taught me everything it is that I know today. Then that is the same education that I teach on to all of our True Trading Group members. Okay, with me here, Jason, the Wolf of Weed Street Spadafora, one of your top option traders and the single greatest guru when it comes to the cannabis sector. So we have a lot to talk about here today. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys haven't done so already, smash that like button. We're going to start off this live stream same way that we start off every live stream, guys, and that is going to be with a blanket Q&A. Before I get started with the Q&A, if you guys want to go ahead and give me a quick follow on Twitter, my Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of your screen. It is at Mike Edward _TTG. I'm always posting cool stuff on Twitter, trade ideas, market sentiment type of stuff. So go ahead there, give me a follow there on Twitter. Again, my Twitter handle is at Mike Edward _TTG. And then you guys want to also go ahead and give the Wolf a follow. His Twitter handle is at Wolf of Weed ST, at Wolf of Weed ST. All right. So there you guys have it. There are our Twitter handles. Now, with that said, let's get started with the live Q&A. We're going to give some time for people to log on. Go ahead, guys. Fire away. The floor is yours. Ask us questions. We'll take a few questions here while we give time for people to log on. What's up, guys? Do you think there will be an EV dead cat bounce tomorrow? It's not even necessarily a dead cat bounce. I mean, these stocks really didn't. I mean, you have a handful of these stocks that really didn't pull in all that much. Like you look at NIO, XPEV, LI, those stocks held in there very, very well. SBE hung in there very well. There's just a handful of stocks that got beat up today. Like BLNK, AYRO, Fuel Cell, they were kind of your big losers today. But you had a lot of others, the CIIC, a lot of these other EV stocks held up pretty well. So I think you could get snapbacks. In these. I'm still in BLNK puts. They expire December 18th. So I've got some time on this. I've got some time on this trade, but there's a very, very, very key level of support on BLNK that has to break. If this level does not break, then I fully expect BLNK to make new highs. I'll talk to you guys about that setup later in this live stream when I recap the BLNK trade for you.
Guys, yeah. Also, these things have run up a lot. If they pull back for, God forbid, 2 days, don't panic. I mean, maybe panic if you were buying the top. If like your friend bought this and then his friend told him to buy it, and then that friend told you to buy it, then maybe I'd worry. But these things need to cool down. That's just what I wanted to say. Oof. How about Palantir? Palantir is just a beast.
Yeah.
I sold it. I sold my position because the other day so I got in the IPO at 10, and then I was like waiting 100%. I'm like, I just need 100%. I just need 100%. And then it got to 1999, and then there was like a 600,000 share wall, and I was like, no. And then it dropped like 50 cents, and then it got back up, and I was like, you know what? Who cares? Just it's $100 difference, and then I sold it, and then it went up like $5. So
yeah,
that's how Palantir went.
Mike, what's your average on Beyond Meat? I don't have it. I don't have Beyond Meat. Dawn Richards says, Mike, can you talk a little bit about how this year has compared to other years?
Amazing.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, amazing and crazy, and the most volatility I've ever seen. More volatile than 2008.
Or 2018.
There has just been completely unprecedented times. This year has been insane. It's so good.
So detached from reality.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I'd say the main difference. Okay, here's the difference, and here's the similarities. Here's what makes 2020 different. What makes 2020 different is that we had a lot of news headlines that markets were unsure how to react to initially, because we've never had to experience it before. We've never had the type of news headlines that were coming out this year. And the markets really struggled with digesting that news and forecasting it. The markets like certainty. The markets like to know what are the next 3 to 6 months going to look like. And for half the year this year, the market couldn't do that. The market could not see towards, 2 quarters into the future. The markets couldn't see it. And when you have markets that can't see 2 quarters into the future, it creates massive volatility, because there's constant readjusting of positioning, and you have uncertainty in that positioning, and you have people that want to try to be nimble, and they want to try to be, I guess nimble is a good word. When you're talking about large asset managers that are controlling billions and billions of dollars, being nimble in the market. And what that led to this year was intense volatility, but that's a great thing for us as traders. Massive moves in overall markets, in individual stocks. And then it's also different this year because we've had stimulus that we've never seen before in the history of this country ever. We've never had stimulus like we've had trillions upon trillions of dollars of stimulus, and we've never experienced anything like that. So that is what created this detachment from reality that the Wolf was just talking about, where you have real economic numbers, and then you look at stock market numbers and you see this disconnect. And that disconnect is because of the stimulus that's been pumped into markets and in the economy that is inflating asset prices. And that's how you could be looking at, in the middle of, the worst health pandemic that we've had in the last 100 years, you can see that we're sitting here 30,000 on the Dow at all-time highs. And initially those two sentences you would not imagine that those two sentences would go hand in hand. But yet here we are. And it's because of the Fed. Without the Fed, we wouldn't be anywhere near where we are right now. So that's how 2020 is different. How is 2020 similar?
I mean,
headline risk.
Yeah, I mean, like the last 4 years have been headline risk. Um, I mean, look, when people look back at 2020, the one thing that they're going to see, and this is going to be unfortunate, but it's the truth, it's that it was the year where Wall Street got a complete pass on every bad bet they made going into this pandemic. I mean, as soon as Jay Powell was like, we're going to buy 2.2 trillion of junk bond debt. Basically, we're going to wipe your balance sheets of all of the bad bets you made.
That was the bottom.
That I mean, not just the bottom. Then that was saying, guys, give me just buy, and not just buy, but buy aggressively.
And that's exactly what the markets did.
And on top of that, it was, hey, let's make interest rates zero. Let's do this. Let's do that. All the while, and even now, we still have 20 million people unemployed. So there's a real disconnect. I mean, it was crazy, but I saw a thing today. It was like Dow hits 30,000 and thousands of people were online. Like while this was happening, thousands of people in Texas and Houston were online to get food for the holidays.
Yeah.
So, if you can do it, please try and help out your neighbor, donate to food banks, stuff like that. Because it's, and right now, the fear and greed index is at 88. Okay. So we're at 88 on the greed index, basically. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, it's, and I saw okay, well, when does it end? When they raise interest rates, 2023.
Exactly. When they raise interest rates. This is going to continue next year.
And you guys are going to have the roadmap, right? You already know, really, you want a raise interest rates roadmap. You're going to have to look back to October 2018, but that's like pandemic light.
December was the real. December 2018 was the real.
Well, they first started talking about it October 22nd.
And you also had China trade war headlines at that time too.
Yeah.
That were adding to all the volatility.
Yeah. So, and now we're just kind of seeing catch up. And now it's amazing. Everybody's like, oh, rotation trade. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, where you guys been since August? Yeah, it's just a nuts market, and yeah, it's I see the rich got richer. It's 100% true. And I actually tweeted about this in February, and I was like, look at the amount of new millionaires and new billionaires that are going to be created from this. And then it was 2 months after that, they started putting up the numbers. I mean, Elon Musk just took over as the second richest man, just beat out Bill Gates. I mean, that's of the people, I don't think they count anybody in the Middle East, but it's still a lot. I mean, Tesla at 561 is irrational exuberance times 10. I mean, that's crazy.
So. Valuation of that company is so out of control. So out of control.
Johnny B, the 1% didn't get 25 billion, Rich. I think you need to add a zero or 2 zeros to that.
Will institutional annual tax loss selling to offset their taxable gains trigger the next market pullback? No, I don't think so.
Too much money in the system. Too many things near all-time highs.
Yeah.
And the only people that are losing in this market are people that were just making silly bets.
Yeah. I think that it's already happened. you've already had a lot of profit taking come off on your tech names. Like you have a lot of your big tech names are in correction territory. Meanwhile, you're seeing other industries lead the markets higher. You're seeing industrials, you're seeing energy. Industrials and energy were some of the weakest sectors over the last
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but not like over the last several years, like over the last 2 to 3 years, these are some of the weakest sectors, but these are the sectors that are leading us to all-time highs. It's not tech. It's not Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft. Those stocks are not at all-time highs. Okay. Those stocks have not participated in this run to 30,000, which is a good thing. It is a good thing. Okay. Because if those were the stocks that took us to all-time highs, okay, then yeah, maybe you get some tax loss selling where people are going to maybe start to sell in some of the other stocks, or maybe they'll start to take profits in others. But you already saw profits come off on a lot of your big tech names, and they're going into the sectors that have underperformed. So if you're sitting there and you're a money manager and you're saying, okay, I'm energy, financials, industrials, these are places where you have underperformed during the last year. These sectors are just starting to get hot going into the end of the year. You're going to sell those positions now? No, you're most likely taking profits off on your tech earnings because Apple and Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft have gotten way too big of a weighting in your portfolio where you need to reduce the size to get the weighting of those positions back down to a manageable percentage and move that profit into underperforming areas like energy. Guys, energy is on fire. My energy holdings these last couple of days have skyrocketed. I own Oxy. I own Chevron is a beast these last couple of days. OKE, beast. I mean, these are real high dividend paying stocks too. Yeah. Not only am I getting 20% rips on the share price, I'm getting 7% dividends, on some of these names. So like, I don't think you're going to see, this
like
selling.
My banks crushed today. So I own Bank of America and Wells Fargo, and just ripped. And then Exxon, which is my energy holding. I mean, that thing was $32 2 weeks ago. It was like 43 today. I don't own enough Chevron. I own some, but not enough.
Chevron went down to the 70s. I think it's I got
71. I think it was 71.
It went to 71. It's in the 90s now, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull it up. 96. This stock went into the 60s. Chevron went into the 60s. It is at 96, guys. 96. That's insane. Okay. And I'm getting like a 7% dividend on this stock. That's insane. You take a look at Oxy. Okay. Look at Oxy. That stock went from 9 to 17. OKE. Look at OKE from 25 to 38. These are some of my energy holdings. I love Chevron. Chevron is my favorite energy holding. I think they're the best positioned, kind of strongest balance sheet company to kind of deal with the low oil prices and everything. But guys, like that's what I'm saying. Like listen. If I'm an asset manager, I'm not tax loss selling any of those positions. So I don't think you're going to see tax loss selling that's going to take the markets down. Can we chop around a little bit? Sure, we could, but you also have the Santa Claus rally that shows up almost every year.
Like mid-January, it's like closing up shorts, and for pot stocks, like as much as I think the Canadians are a trade, I'll be long like Canopy and even Kronos, or not Aurora, because I just can't bring myself to do it. But like going into mid-January, it's one of the easiest most predictable trades. So,
what is the Santa Claus rally? It just going into the end of the year, markets usually pushed higher.
Yeah, people in a good mood, they like to buy stuff and they buy stocks.
Mike Delaney, not to be negative, but what are your thoughts on a possible housing market crash with all the foreclosures? Has the market taken such an event into account? The market has not taken that into an account. The markets have not taken that into account. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that area, with, with the stimulus plan and stimulus package that comes out and all the forbearance that has gone on this year, and what that looks like next year when we get a stimulus plan, because I'm sure that's going to be included in it, and we're going to have to see what that entails. The thing that I'm looking at is that I think that the housing, those issues will start to arise later down the road, around the same time that inflation starts to raise its ugly head. And once interest rates start to rise, that's going to exponentially compound the problem in the housing market. And that's when you get the next crumble in the financial sector. And that's when I'm looking to start to actually sell my long-term portfolios. And that's why Jason said, he goes, how long can this last? Until they raise interest rates. Once they raise interest rates, I think that's when the music stops. And I think you have your next bear market pullback, which would be a sell-off more than 20%. But when we do sell off, I think once we start to raise interest rates, I think the markets pull in 30 to 35%. But you guys have to realize that pulling in 30 to 35% from those highs, which I predict are going to be far higher than where we are now. I think you're looking at the SPY getting to 4,000 before we ever start to think about raising interest rates. And then you're looking at, maybe a 30% pullback, but not a 30% pullback from here, a 30% pullback from 4,000, which is still very far, a ways away. 4,000 is a ways away. We're at, what are we at, 3,600 now? So I think we can easily continue much higher in 2021. And then once inflation starts to raise its ugly head, I think interest rates rise, and then that's when the markets will have its correction and its reset.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is inflation's already here. It's here. Everybody in here.
Wait, Janet Yellen, someone just said Yellen's not likely to raise rates. She will not be the Fed chair.
Yeah, she's not the Fed chair.
She's Treasury Secretary. She has absolutely
She's the next Steve Mnuchin.
Yeah, she'll be taking over for Secretary Mnuchin, not Chairman Powell. She was already Fed chair. She was already Fed chair. She will have absolutely nothing, no input or say whatsoever on interest rates.
Yeah. But what I was saying was everybody in here that's ever gone to a grocery store in the last, week or month or last couple of months can see the cost of goods is going up. Cost of milk, cost of eggs, sugar, corn, that's inflation, just because you don't see it, on from a fiscal perspective. I mean, when you see it in the cost of goods, and you're seeing it now. And I think that people don't pay attention to it because the stock market is where it is. It's like, I don't feel it, but somebody that is living paycheck to paycheck definitely feels it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I saw that, Sal. I saw that guy, the guy from The Big Short.
Who? Which one?
The guy from The Big Short. He's making another claim on he's going to short the mortgage market again because of climate change and COVID. So he's basically saying that because of climate change that you're getting, more natural disasters, which are going to cause more damage, which is going to increase the risk on property ownership, which causes the cost of property ownership to rise because of insurance costs now rising. And if the cost of risk on an asset increases, the value of the asset itself decreases, which will make housing, which will make housing less valuable. And considering that housing is on fire because of the low interest rates, that has artificially pushed the price of houses higher. Once you actually do get the rise in interest rates, you're going to see housing prices fall anyway. So I know that guy was talking about that, but with climate change and all of that kind of being a reason for, I don't see us getting a massive, like a 2008 subprime crisis, but I mean, hell, that guy called it in '08, so he knows it all
Yeah,
more than I
Michael.
do.
Yeah, he's also, I believe he's also short, municipal bonds or something. So like all these municipalities that are issuing paper, and I mean, COVID's probably, guys, look, there's going to be a lot of opportunities one way or another, to short this and short that. I mean, look, I'm looking at it as, I don't want to be like, I want to be peeling profit off going into 2023. I want to just kind of be doing what I'm doing. And, my long-term objective for like investment is, I just want to be sitting on a cash pile. And when we do get that pullback, especially in housing, then that's when I, really will make my, my money, rather than trading like, all day, every day. I just buy a house for like a 30% discount.
Yeah.
It's going to be a distressed market, and that's
sure.
it's like one of my friends in Toronto. He, because of like all the yuppies that were just buying everything at the top, he was saying how he was like, had a seller crying yesterday. So he's just like tearing apart the condo market over there. So there's opportunities everywhere is the moral of the story.
All right, let's see. Next question. Are you long financials and energy into the new year?
Energy,
yeah.
financials. It's like that. So the only sector, the distressed sector that I have not gone like back into is hospitality. Like my big like transportation and hospitality trade was Expedia. Because, I mean, really it's just a website, right? But like getting back into like hotels like Marriott or Sheraton or who, I don't know, JW Marriott. I couldn't even, I don't know, it's Holiday Inn public. That there's a good trade there, but I have to do you have to do some research to see, who's got the best balance sheet. And then, last I think is probably like cruise lines, but it's like really a game of, a balance sheet. Who can survive and who's going to acquire the one that is run the worst.
Yeah. And really good point too by James. James says, so energy actually is a huge deal for measuring inflation since it makes up the biggest part of the CPI. So strong energy will bring inflation faster than anything. James, you are 1000% correct. There are two things that you need in order for there to really be strong inflation, and that is rising energy prices and demand. And when we come out of COVID, guess what you're going to get a lot of? Demand. You're going to have more trillions of dollars of stimulus. You're going to get a lot of people that didn't need the stimulus that are going to just come roaring demand out of this stay at home, don't travel, don't go out, don't hang out in large gatherings, don't do this, don't do that. You're going to have those people are going to come out in waves that are going to just cause massive spikes in demand in the overall economy. And then that overall economic demand is also going to fuel into energy prices. So James, you are 100% correct. I can tell that you're not a newbie, because a lot of people don't realize that those are two things that you need in order for there to be inflation. And you're already seeing rising oil prices, pushing back up into the mid 40s. But I think oil's got to really get, into the 50s, 60s, if we're going to really start to see, some major impact there. But, I do think that as we move past COVID, that increase in demand is also going to push oil prices higher.
Ooh, I got one. What airline stock for reopening? You want to go balance sheet? You want to go with one that's not, really dependent on business travel? So, my favorites are JetBlue, Spirit Airlines, even though I hate Spirit Airlines, and Alaska Air, and Southwest. So, you're just shopping balance sheet. And those have been the ones where for the last couple of months, I've been rolling profit into them. Now I own, my best performer is Southwest though, by far.
I'm up almost 100% on my United Airlines position. It's insane. Bought United Airlines in at 24, something like that. I think.
Yeah, that's right where I bought. What's it called? Southwest.
Yeah.
But I'm still down on the trade because I lost on I bombed out of a bunch of options at a huge position. So I lost
damn.
I lost like 30 grand on the options. And now I'm like, I don't know, I got like 15 grand to go or something like that.
Damn.
10 grand to go.
Yeah, and I'm I got United in the low. It's like at 24, 25, or 26, something like that. I think it's 24. I gotta check. But yeah, I'm long United from somewhere in there. And I think the stock's in the low 40s now. So, and I expect them to continue. I expect them to recover as we get into next year. I think they're going to recover further.
Yeah, now that we see light at the end of the tunnel, and this is what you guys have to understand. It's look, airline travel isn't coming back for a while. But knowing that we've got a vaccine out there that, before that, it was just darkness, right? Everybody's just guessing, people are just buying, and just kind of trading them back and forth. If you look at them, they were all going sideways, right? Now people are like, okay, I'm willing to buy this and hold it, despite everything that's going on, because it's like, and the reason you shop balance sheet, it's, well, at some point, like, look, their burn rates don't change, and the stock price is, only going to help so much, right? So they're still going to be spending the same amount of money every month, and it's like, okay, well, who's got the cleanest balance sheet, the least amount of debt, to outlast this pandemic, and it's crazy because American Airlines is probably one of the worst run, but it's because it's probably the most liquid, out of all of them, and it's like probably the one that you want to stay away from the most. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh yeah, so Jay-Z has a SPAC. That's a cannabis SPAC. Somebody asked me, so it's symbol SBVCF. It's a cannabis SPAC. Am I buying it? No, I don't give a shit. What is, if it was like headphones, or the New York Nets were in it, or the Brooklyn Nets, I should say. Look, a lot of rappers, and look, the guy is a really good businessman. This is one of those things where you can really lose your ass. So it's a shiny object. So I would just be careful with it, because look, the days of like buying pot companies just because, look at Dan Blazerian, right? Everybody's like, oh, Ignite's going to be crazy because you got the king of Instagram. All he has to do is like
tweet or post a picture.
Yeah, dude, the guy blew through like 50 million, and their product's shit. And you need people, like, the thing was just a piggy bank. Like, he's going to end up getting in trouble for that. So yeah, I actually like it less. I mean, look, if you're in it long, I give you one of these. I wish you the best. Not anything that I really want to participate in. You want to talk about Genus?
No.
Can Genus recover holding 2,000 shares at 2? What is it at? I haven't looked at it.
I don't even know what it's at. Let me
I gotta look at it.
I don't know why so many people own this stock and just refuse to
$1.35.
I don't understand. This is the ultimate bag holder stock. I don't
sell it, dude. You got it at $2.
Just get out of it. Honestly, like the only way that this stock is going to recover is if they come out with some, ridiculous press release. And most likely what'll happen is they'll come out with a press release. The stock will do this. You'll probably get excited and think that this is the recovery and think the stock's going to go back to here so you can break even on the trade. You're not going to sell it when it gets to here. And then over the next couple of days, the stock is just going to go right back down to where it came from. And you're going to still be stuck holding the bag. And the stock's going to do that. And you're going to have missed your opportunity to have gotten out of the trade. If you have money that is just stuck sitting here for the last 6 months, because if you're bag holding, you're probably bag holding from May, June, July. Just take your money out of there and move on to something else. I would just take your money out, move on, and then watch. Now I'm going to say that tomorrow they'll sell it, and then on Friday the company's going to come out with a press release, and the stock's going to go to 250. Watch.
Yeah, guys, you got to look at it like this, okay? One, you shouldn't go down to, more than 15% on any stock. Just as a rule of thumb, it'll save you so much grief. Like if I go long on a stock and let's say it goes down 15%, I'm out. Like I don't give a shit. Like I don't want to average down. Like, and usually like I can trade my way out of it. A lot of people can't do that just by the size of their accounts. So, you have to understand this. If a stock goes down 50% on you, you need basically 100% gain. What's that? Like you're down like 65% on it. You need 100. No, not 65%. You're down like 40%. You need an 80% gain to break even. That thing's not going 80%. It's dead money until then. Take the money, do something smart with it. Like look for a comparable company at $1.35 that you think has promise, or whatever. I mean, just take that money. You know what you should do? Take that money and put it in a recovery company. Buy some U.S. steel and just sit on it. You already blew the money, so you might as well just do something smart with it.
Yeah.
Sorry to be real with you. XXII.
We have to be. We have to be, because that's the only way that you guys are going to learn.
What's my take on cannabis stocks going into the new year? Guys, look, the U.S. companies are where it's at. The only problem is that they don't trade on major U.S. exchanges. Look, I think that 2021 is going to go down in history as being one of the greatest years for cannabis stocks ever. Okay.
2021, you said?
2021. Why would you think I said?
Oh, no, I just didn't hear you. I just was.
Yeah. So 2021, the Canadians are going to eat off of our plate. Look, the top 5 companies in North America, that's with Canopy, Tilray, Kronos, Aurora, Aphria. The top 5 companies are all U.S. companies in terms of revenue. It's not even close. Number 6 is Aphria. All the U.S. companies got way more. And they're doing it with having, their hands tied behind their back with 280E tax designation. So they're having to pay way more in taxes. I mean, I talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
When TrueLeave had their earnings, they've paid so far this year $70 million in taxes. If they were filing their taxes like a normal business, they would have gotten back $40 million. So just think about that swing. Think about their access to capital when it comes to safe banking. Right now they're doing these convertible, they're doing these bought deals that have warrants in them. They're dilutive because they have to, and all they're doing there is bailing out the bankers that are short. That's all it is. It's this disgusting system. If all of that changes and then they have access to capital where it doesn't have to be dilutive, it's just like, hey, 4 or 5% interest rate, they'd be happy to do it. It changes the landscape entirely. And then, obviously the holy grail is, rescheduling of cannabis. Decriminalization doesn't really mean anything. And then, federal legalization, in which case, I retire and then that's it. You guys never see me again. I'm just disappear.
Just disappear. All right, guys. What I want to do now, is I want to get into some of the newbie questions now. Okay, I want to get to some of the newbies. If you are a newbie, if this is your first time getting into stocks, or you've never done this before and you've been maybe watching the live stream, or you feel embarrassed to ask a particular question because you feel like it's a stupid question, I want you to feel free to fire away now, because if you are a newbie, guys, listen, believe me, there has never, you're never going to learn without asking questions. Okay, you're never going to learn without asking questions. So, Jason and I have been doing this for a very long time, and it's been, I've had a day one also, so I was lucky enough to where I had a mentor who was my boss at the hedge fund that I can ask a million questions, and they were able to answer my questions and help me. So if you are a newbie, I don't want anyone to ever say, oh, this is a stupid question, but if you have a question, believe me, someone on this live probably has the same question. So here's one. Aris Venu says, why do people short? Why do people short? Because you can profit from a stock going down just as much as you can profit from a stock going up. And really, the real reason why people short is because stocks go down a lot faster than they go up. And most human beings like instant gratification. And, I always say that bulls take the stairs, bears take the window. Okay. And what I mean by that is when stocks go up, they go up, nice and methodically, but when they go down, they crash. And if you short a stock and you get the crash, you get that real fast move and it's instant gratification, versus when you buy a stock for a long position, typically you get that slow kind of stair step movement, rather than when the stock crashes, it really crashes aggressively. And that's what attracts people to short stocks, is because they tend to go down a lot faster than they go up. Yeah, shorting is capped at 100%, because you guys, the stock can only go to zero. So if you short a stock at 5 and it goes to 0, you've made 100% on your money, 5 to 0. Okay. But shorting a stock will carry unlimited risk. So if you short a stock at 5 and it goes to 10, you lost 100%. But if you short a stock at 5 and it goes to 15, you've lost 200%. There's the big guy.
Say hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
What a stud! What a stud!
Say, take profit, yo.
Take profit, yo.
Justin Stinson, how many weeks do you go out for calls? Totally depends on the trade, totally depends on the setup, totally depends on the situation. You can go a couple days out, you can go a couple weeks out, you can go a couple months out. Way too general of a question. It's not as clear cut to say, oh, this is the expiration that I buy each and every single time. So I mean, it's just too general of a question. I'm sorry. B. Remy, any thoughts on buying retail stocks before Black Friday? Just make sure if you're going to buy retail stocks, buy the ones that have really strong online presence. Buy the ones that have really strong online presence if you guys want to buy retail. YJ, let me take a look at it. Yeah, this moved after hours, right? Yeah. This YJ squeezed after hours, and we are still sitting above the day's highs, which is going to be this 550 area. This 550 area on YJ is going to be your support level for tomorrow. So tomorrow, if YJ is trading above 550, you got to look for this to give you continuation tomorrow. Okay. So YJ is actually going to be, if YJ is above 550 tomorrow morning, this will be the #1 stock on my watch list. Okay. And we'll look to see if this stock can maybe even possibly get to 10. This stock has a lot of room. If this thing can continue tomorrow and can continue to squeeze, stock has a lot of room, guys. So YJ will be firmly on my watch list tomorrow. 550 is going to be your level. I'm telling you guys this now. If tomorrow morning YJ is above 550, it's going to be my #1 stock on the watch list. My #1 stock on the watch list.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I could answer questions. I had to mute myself.
Here, guys, let's do something actually pretty fun. For those of you that are out there that are relatively new, I want you guys real quick to type your goals in chat. I want you guys to type your goals. What are your goals as a trader? Like, what are you trying to accomplish from trading? I want you guys to type your goals in chat here right now. For those of you that are new, that are looking to get started. More free time. 100K a day. Become a billionaire. Retire soon. Growth. Fire my boss. Live a comfortable lifestyle. Buy my mom a new car. $250 a day, pay off my tuition, learn the game, independence, consistent small profits, to be like Mike, consistent profitability, be self-sufficient, 10K in a month to go full time, to get out of debt, freedom, quit my 9-to-5, double my money in a year, to get hair plugs. Pay off my house, buy a nice home, retire and live life as a trader, travel the world. Yes, Judy. Guys, listen, I'll tell you guys what. All right. This is the most beautiful thing about being a trader, you know, and I just want to kind of explain to you guys a little bit about what's actually possible and what you guys could expect, you know, and what you guys could expect as being a trader, because you know, I'd say the most common reason that I see a lot of you commenting has a lot to do with, you know, being able to retire, travel the world, you know, quit your 9-to-5, you know, fire your boss. And, you know, when it comes to being a consistently profitable trader, this is something that you really can't put too much of like a price tag on, you know, like, yeah, listen, you're going to go through a lot of bumps. You're going to go through a lot of rough patches, but believe me, guys, the end of the road where you've reached that level of consistent profitability to where you can quit your job or you can retire early, and you can spend more time with your family, and you don't have to worry about traveling to work and commuting and dealing with deadlines and conference calls and meetings and emails and your boss and, yearly or quarterly reviews and all this nonsense. And no matter how hard you bust your ass and you can be the best damn employee possible, you're still only going to make your salary plus maybe a little bonus. But there's a cap on your earnings, your earning potential, no matter how much you bust your ass, and somebody else is going to make more money than you that you're busting your ass for them. And when it comes to being a consistently profitable trader, that's where the beauty lies. You are the ultimate entrepreneur. The harder you work, the more money you make. And the better you become as a trader, the more successful and more money you make as a trader. You're not making anyone else money. You're making money and you're earning for yourself. All you need, and this is one of my favorite things about being a trader. I haven't done much traveling during COVID, but before COVID, you guys have seen me. I was in Italy last June. I was trading with you guys. I was in Italy for 2 weeks. A couple months before that, I was in Dubai for a week. I was trading with you guys in Dubai. I was in Vegas. I was in Canada. I mean, I was in LA. And I'm trading. All I need is internet. That's it. I just need internet, and I can work from anywhere in the world. So, it's an amazing thing to be able to just pick up one day and just go, you know what? I'm going to go to Barcelona week. Why not? I can. Why not? I'll go there, with the time difference, enjoy my mornings. Go explore. Yeah. Go explore and sit down at my desk, trade for a few hours, earn some good cash, and then go enjoy my night. And these are all of the things that being a consistently profitable trader allow you to do. And it also can really give you the potential for unlimited earning potential, because like I said, there's nothing stopping you. Okay. You want to make 50 grand a year trading? Cool. 100, 200, 500, a million, 2 million. I mean, there's nothing that says that you can't. There's nothing that says that you can't. There's no, oh, well, as a school teacher, you're only going to make so much, or, as a construction worker, you can only work so much overtime. Okay. Like as a cop, you can only work so many shifts, as a lawyer, well, you can only, work so many hours in a day. I mean, there's earning potential where you have a bit of a cap. There's a bit of a limit on, even if you're the best, like my sister's a school teacher, she can be the best damn school teacher in the entire state. It's not going to change how much money she's going to make. And this is one of the things, guys, that a lot of people are attracted to trading, because it allows you to stand on your own 2 feet. It allows you to take control of your own financial freedom and your own financial independence. And it's an absolute beautiful thing. And you hear a lot of people talk about, 90% of traders fail. And yeah, maybe that stat's true, but 90% of traders fail not because it's impossible. Not because it's impossible. 90% of traders fail because they start trading without having any friggin' clue what they're doing. They just put money into an account. They go on Robinhood. They go, I heard this NIO stock is a good stock. I'm just going to buy it. They have no clue what the hell they're doing. And, Hertz. Oh, this Hertz stock is up 30%. I'm going to go and buy Hertz. Okay, great. Good luck with that. See how everyone can see how that turned out. Oh, GNUS. I heard a lot of people talking about it on Twitter. I'm going to buy that at $9. Well, you guys saw how that worked out. And the reason why so many 90% of traders fail is because they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And it's true. But you guys just have to get in education. You guys have to know what you're doing. Like, it's foolish of you to think that you're just going to walk into someone else's profession and succeed without getting any type of training whatsoever. I'm not a UFC fighter. So who in their right mind would have the audacity to walk into a UFC ring and to walk into the octagon with the UFC champion and think that I have even the slightest bit of a chance of being successful in that fight? Why would I think that I can just walk into someone else's profession and think I'm going to do better than they are? Why would I do that? Am I going to walk into my sister's classroom and just think I'm going to be a better teacher than she is without ever getting any type of education? Am I going to walk into a courtroom and decide that I'm going to try a case because I've never went to law school, but I'm going to do a better job than the attorney that's been doing it for 15 years? Why? So why is it that people think they're just going to put money into a trading account and they're going to go and they're going to start trading and they're just going to start making money out of nowhere because they just, oh, I'm just going to be a natural at this. What makes you think that? I don't understand why traders go and they start to trade without ever getting an education. I don't understand it. I don't understand the thought process, but that's why 90% of traders fail. It's not because trading's impossible. Ask my TTG members. 80% of my TTG members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee back in the first 6 months of their membership. That's because they're getting a professional education. Okay, that's because they're getting a professional education. And that's what makes the difference. You want to be in the 10%. It's not that the people that are in the 10% are these gift-minded people and they're like, oh, they see the matrix that other people don't. No, they just got education. That's it. They just got an education. My cousin is an ER doctor in an emergency room. Do you think she just magically knew how to operate on someone when they come in with a gunshot wound? No, she had to go to med school. She was taught how to treat a gunshot wound. I got a job at a college working at a hedge fund. I was taught how to be a good trader. I didn't learn this stuff on my own. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. You guys have to be taught the same. You guys have to get an education. Okay? You guys have to get an education. That's what makes the difference. That's how you separate yourself from the rest of the pack. That's how you go from being in the 90% to being in the 10%. Get out of the 90%. Because the people in the 90%, you know who those people are? Those are the people who their families make fun of them. Their friends laugh at them. Their significant others doubt them because as soon as you tell them, oh, I'm going to start to trade the stock market, they laugh at you, they doubt you, and they make fun of you. And you know who the 10% of the people are? Those are the people that are laughing at their friends, family members, okay? Because when they sit down for Thanksgiving dinner, they're going to listen to everyone bitch and complain about their boss. They're going to listen to everyone bitch and complain about how they're working from home and they still have to be on Zoom meetings at 9:30 every Thursday to check in with their regional manager. And guess who's going to be the one laughing then? That's your 10%. Your 10% of their people that are laughing because they get to say, oh, I'm going to pick up and I'm going to go to Barcelona this week. When you ask your friend, hey, buddy from college, you want to come with me? I got to check, man. I only have a week left in my vacation days. Who's laughing now? Be in the 10%, get out of the 90%, get a professional education. Okay? Get a professional education, guys.
Yeah, guys. Guys, you know what I used to do? Tell them what I used to do.
You killed me. Jason, what you it was disaster.
I used to, right? Let's go side by side here. Guys, I used to chase storms. Literally, like Twister. Okay? I would get dropped into worst case scenarios. All right? I mean, really crazy work, right? You get helicoptered onto an island that just got obliterated. You see an F5 tornado throw a horse through somebody's living room, which I've actually seen. And you see like mass carnage. And while all this is going on, I started trading and investing. I'd taken it slow, and then it got to a point where I started to make more money. And guys, I would have 2 phones, and when my work phone would go off, it would be like I'd get like a pit in my stomach, like right away, like. I would sit, like, it was so bad, like I would go to dinner and we would have to take 2 cars, because if I got a call or if my phone went off, I would have to leave dinner and like leave my fiance at the time, who's now my wife, and just bounce. So, and guess what? Not anymore. So it's great. So, it takes time and it takes patience, and I'm gonna. Oh, oh yeah. Sorry, guys. Might have killed Mike's Momo.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, guys. Listen. Honestly, like, I mean, this is coming from Jason. Jason went through it. Jason went from like I said.
I am you. Yeah. I am you.
Yeah, guys, exactly. Jason is literally all of you. Jason is literally all of you.
There you go. I got the Momo back.
Yeah. Do you guys think that Jason wanted to leave his family and have to go to Oklahoma to go see a disaster site from a tornado? No. And now he gets to sit in his Star Wars dungeon, okay, and trade and spend and be home with his family and his wife and his kids, and he gets to go sit in his backyard on his lawn chair in his beautiful house in Florida and just sit on and just trade. That's what being a consistently profitable can do for you guys. He was you guys. He was you guys. And was able to walk away from that to now become a full-time trader. Okay? He was you guys. All right? So guys, listen, it's a beautiful kind of transition. For those of you that are brand new, if you guys are looking for a type of education, we do have a 7-day trial that I want to tell you guys all about here quickly, briefly before we do move on, because some people were commenting in chat as I was going on about getting a professional education, and that's the key. And the reason why we have this YouTube channel is because I want to provide education for you guys for free. But watching free videos on YouTube is not the same as actually going through and getting an actual education. I went through months of education when I worked at the hedge fund. I've simplified that stuff and I provide it to you as courses in your teaching membership. But like I said, we do have a 7-day trial. You guys can sign up there. It's just $3, guys. It's $3. It's a one-time payment. It's not reoccurring. It's a one-time payment of just $3. You guys can go to ttgthree.com to sign up for your 7-day trial. That's going to get you 7-day access to our member dashboard, where you are going to be able to use our stock profile tool. Okay. Use our stock profile tool, which gives you any ticker symbol you guys are interested in. You could enter a ticker symbol, get a downloadable PDF report that gives you general information about a company, news, insider transactions, a compilation of all the analyst reports or analyst ratings for that particular stock, our daily premium watch list, which is a list of all the stocks that we're trading on the day, why we're trading them, and how we plan on profiting from them for that day. 3 sample courses are included with your trial membership that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. Like I said, you guys want to make sure that you get a professional education. So starting with this trial, you guys will get 3 courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. And then you're also going to get access to 3 days of our trading chat room, where you guys are going to see our screen, hear us on the microphone, getting our real-time trade alerts. You can also send us private messages throughout the trading day and ask us questions. Important to note, though, that on your trial membership, you guys will not get access to the mobile app. That's for full-time members only. So to get the trade alerts, you guys have to actually be in chat, okay? But like I said, guys, listen, a TTD membership is the chat room is 30%. The rest is the platform, the resources, the education, the courses. But if you guys want to try out True Trading Group for a little bit of a test run first, get a feel for what's really possible with a professional education, and get a feel for what a professional education can do for your trading results, and then therefore what that can do for your own potential, financial independence. You guys can give it a shot for 7 days and figure out for yourself if it's right for you. So again, go to ttgthree.com. You guys can see for yourself. Bottom line, you get to see for yourself, see for yourself if this is right for you. See for yourself what makes a difference between you being in the 90% versus being in the 10%. Okay. Like I said, 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership back in the first 6 months. That's a hell of a lot better than just a 10% success rate. So it's not that it's impossible. The difference is the education. So find out for yourself, guys. Bottom line, you guys can go and join that 7-day trial for just $3. All right. And then let me see here.
Ooh, I see a question. Can we see your redacted verified trading statements? Yeah. We keep alerts.
Yeah, I'll do you one even better. Redacted. We'll do you guys even one even better. On the website, did I lose you, Jason? I think I lost your connection. You still there? Oh no, there you were. You froze for a second. Sorry, you froze for a second. On our website, so options trading education, on our website, we have an entire history of all of our trades. So there's multiple moderators in chat, and we have a full breakdown of all of our trades. Okay, so you guys have all the verified trading performance of all the moderators are right there on our website. And you actually will see that when you guys sign up for the 7-day trial, you do get access to that the trading log, which has all of the trading performance of all the individual traders that are calling out trades in chat. It's all there on our website. All right. Let me see. So yeah, guys. All right. So that kind of does it there, guys. That kind of wraps up our Q&A. I'm going to now start to get into the lessons on the day. I'm going to start to recap my trades and everything. Wolf, thank you for joining me on another bomb ass Q&A session.
Guys, it's been great. It's been an absolute pleasure to cut Mike off while he was doing so well, guys. I mean, guys, look at this guy. He's doing well. I want to like get a slice of pizza and then go like this, and then Danielle is over there feeding you pizza. Oh, that'd be so great. Yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow in chat. All my trades, they were great. They were all winners. 92%, baby. I'll see you guys later.
Later, man. All right, guys. All right, so now we are okay, so guys, so I'm going to leave that up there for you, the 7-day trial. I'll let you guys, for those of you that want to join up for that 7-day trial, I'll leave it pinned there to the bottom of your screen so you guys see the URL so you guys can sign up for that. Real quick, guys, do not forget that November 28th on Saturday, that is our Trader Palooza event. Okay, Trader Palooza, that is the 12-hour long workshop trading webinar where myself and the other moderators conduct 1-hour workshops every hour covering different topics. We're covering a bunch of topics like resisting FOMO, how to have the confidence to pull the trigger, the best swing trade setups, getting started trading options, the best long-term investments in the cannabis space, how to conduct due diligence in the EV sector or any sector for long-term investments for that matter. I'm going to talk to you guys about how to grow a small $500 account up to a $25,000 account. We're going to talk about a lot of different things with that Trader Palooza event. You do got to be a full-time member in order to join us for Trader Palooza. That's November 28th. We start at 7:30 a.m. We close at 7:30 p.m. You guys want to make sure you join us for Trader Palooza. It's an absolute game changer of education. All of our members. How excited are you guys for Trader Palooza? My teaching members, how excited are you guys for Trader Palooza? Just comment in chat because I know myself and the other moderators, we get super pumped up for Trader Palooza. This is our 3rd Trader Palooza event. Like I said, it's a 12-hour long event. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait. That's November 28th. All right, time teaching members only. And tomorrow is our next red to green workshop. Okay, so I told you guys before, 80% of our members are kicking ass. They're making 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months of their membership, but we still do have some members that are still struggling a little bit to get consistently profitable. So we do hold red to green workshops, which are specifically dedicated towards traders that are struggling. And that our next red to green workshop is tomorrow afternoon. So for those of you that are struggling or are looking to kind of get yourself on the right track, do not forget to attend our red to green workshop tomorrow. Okay, do not forget red to green workshop tomorrow. All right, guys, now let's break down the individual lessons from the day. And we're going to talk about how I was able to bounce back today, guys. We're going to talk about how I was able to bounce back today. And listen, before I get into the actual individual trades, let's just recap a little bit about what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, I got myself involved and I got myself into a trade where I did not stop out of the trade when I should have. I did not stop out of the trade when I should have. Okay. I just did not stop out of it when I should have. I held on to the trade a little bit longer than I initially intended to. I was down more on the trade than I would have liked to have been. And I kind of caught myself in a situation where I had a little bit of a mental blunder. I also shorted NIO yesterday. I covered that trade for a loss. And I was in the BLNK puts yesterday, which I exited a piece of at a loss to reduce my risk overnight. So I got beat up a bit yesterday. Was not a good day. If you guys were on my live stream last night, I told you guys yesterday that, listen, it happens to the best of us. But what's more important is how you bounce back. And I talked about some very, very key important mental lessons on how to bounce back after dealing with a big loss. And that's exactly what we did today. Yesterday, I said, guys, I'm coming into the day today. I don't care if I only make $100. I'm not trying to make back all the money I lost yesterday. I'm just trying to be green. That's it. I just want to be green, get myself back on track. I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to put pressure on myself to make that money back in one day. I just want to be green. And I said to myself, if I sit down at my desk tomorrow morning, meaning today, and the first thing I think about is the money I lost yesterday, I'm doomed. I'm doomed from the start. You can't carry a losing trade into the next day with you, or even carry winning trades into the next day with you. You've got to learn from the losing trade, but forget about it quickly, because the next day is a brand new day with brand new setups and brand new trade opportunities. And that's exactly what happened today. I was patient. I didn't force anything. I waited for grade A setups and I attacked. I attacked ENG, got a 14% rip out of ENG, and then YJ got a 24% rip out of YJ. And it actually turned out to be a really solid day. I got a 20% drop in BLNK. So my put options actually were the unrealized P&L loss that I had yesterday. I was actually able to, make a lot of that back. Today, I took some profit off on that trade. I'm still in some of it. Still net down on that position, but I was able to actually take some profit and greatly reduce my risk, which now puts me in a completely different position than what I was in yesterday. So today was a complete turnaround day, a real nice bounce back day. And I'm really pleased and proud of myself with the way that I was able to kind of keep my composure and come back here today. And these are the things that are important. I highly recommend, if you did not catch my live stream last night, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. It was as raw and real as it can get. I was brutally honest with you guys. I opened up with you, and I went over some really key mental and psychological aspects of trading that are crucial for traders to be able to get to that point of consistent profitability. I asked you guys all before, why are you doing this? What are your goals? And if these are your goals, if this is where you guys want to get to, these are all things that you have to do. You have to be able to deal with the losing trades, and how do you bounce back from those losing trades? That's equally as important for you to be able to hit the winning trades. It's equally as important for you to be able to manage a bounce back from the losing days. And that's exactly what we were able to do here today. All right. So I'm happy with it. I'm super stoked with it. Now let's get into the individual trades on the day. And for that, let's dive in. Let's go to the charts. And first, we're going to talk about ENG. Okay, so first we're going to talk about ENG. EAG was on watch list here with the gap up here pre-market, traded sideways, and then we got the top. Now this stock I really wasn't paying too much attention to the stock in here. There wasn't too much going on in here from a technical standpoint that I really liked until we got this. Okay, we get your trade line VWAP crossover, and when we get our trade line VWAP crossover, with the two things that you need to confirm a trade line VWAP cross. What are the two things we need to confirm a trade line VWAP cross? I will tell you, many of you that have been following my channel for a while, you know this. You need two things to confirm it. One, a sharp increase in share price. Second, a sharp increase in volume. And you got both once you got this trade line VWAP cross on ENJ. So once we pushed up there on ENJ, okay, we came up here to the high of the day. We had this brief, quick little pullback. I got long ENJ right there on that quick pullback. I think it was 364, I believe, was the entry price. Got long right there on that quick little pullback, and then we get this beautiful extension move to new highs. Now, this was a little bit of a quicker trade. I did not get the follow through, the max follow through. I was looking for that level to hold to start to climb back up higher and then start to extend off from there. So I did not get the max follow through on that trade. But I was able to take profits off on the new high and then take profits as we extended further, because we started to get up into what was an area of resistance in front of 450. I'll take you guys to the daily chart and we'll kind of pan this back. Let me actually go to the weekly chart. You have to go back further in time. And here we have it right there. Okay. So right here, you guys can see this resistance here on the weekly chart. All right, I'll zoom in so you guys can see. This is a weekly chart, okay? So you see there's resistance from 2011, and then there is resistance in 2014, a very strict double top resistance at 420, okay? So when I'm long this ENG, okay, I'll leave this resistance up there, okay? I'm going to leave that resistance up there. Let's go back to the 3-minute chart. Okay, let's go back to the 3-minute chart. So as I pan this over, okay, now we talk about my entry. Here's my entry. We start to run up into that 420 area. That is major resistance on the weekly chart we just identified. I start to take the bulk of my position off in front of that trade, and I'm just peeling profits off at $4, $4.15, $4.18, peeling profits off the table on ENG. Why? Because we're in front of that 420 resistance level. And then I was holding on to a piece of the position because in case we broke through 420, then the stock had a lot more room to the upside and we could have got up all the way to 5. Okay, but as you can see, that resistance at 420, it held strong, and you can see the stock ended up pulling itself all the way back in the rest of the day, but not before I was able to take a 14% gain on the bulk of my position off on that first pop, and then I got flat the last piece of my position right there as we dropped down below view up. So there was the entry, take profit, take profit. There was the get flat, but the take profits that we had up here on the bulk of the position leave me with a nice, real nice profitable trade to start the day. And that was kind of how I started my day off, with that ENG trade and a nice little profit to start the day, which kind of set the tone for the rest of the day. Set the tone for the rest of the day. All right. I'll just give you a quick little recap on BLNK. Actually, I'll talk about that last. I'll talk about BLNK last because I'll give you kind of what I'm doing with the rest of that trade now. Let's move over to this YJ. Okay, this YJ. Okay, YJ was a beautiful setup. Okay, YJ is a prime example of volume analysis and using volume to tell that a stock has momentum and you're going to get some further upside. Okay, using volume to identify momentum to see if you're going to get some further upside. And what you guys will notice here is that here was your high of the day on YJ. There it was right there. There was your high of the day on YJ. We came up, we broke through the high of the day, but what I want you guys to notice is look at the volume that came in on that high of the day break. See the volume that came in on that high of the day break? That's this volume that the stock had traded at any point during the day thus far. When a stock breaks through the high of the day, the heavier the volume, the greater the chance that you get follow through off that new high. Okay. So in this case, when the volume was the heaviest of the day, that's greater the chance you're going to get a support level at that prior high and get an extension off of that high to extend to new highs. And once we got that breakthrough highs, I saw that volume come in on the pullback to retest that prior high. I got long on that pullback at $4.47. Okay, $4.47 was my entry right there in front of that prior high. That prior high was 420. So I'm long at $4.47. Okay, right in front of that prior high. And then bang, there's your beautiful follow through and there's your continuation. We had resistance at $6. And again, I just start peeling profits off as we extend off to new highs. Okay, and I'm just taking profits off here along the way. And I held on to one last piece. And once we broke down below trade line, I took my final profit off the table right there. So there's my entry, first take, second take, final take. And this take profit all the way up here is a 24% gain from the initial entry. Why did I want to get out of the bulk of my position in front of $6? Let's go to the daily chart. Let's pan this over. Let's talk about levels. And as I draw out that $6 level for you, there you have it. Okay, so you'll see here, back here, previous support in August and September. We broke below it in October. It then became resistance in December and then became resistance again in January. So guys, this is how I identify my profit targets. So you guys need to be paying attention about how I identify resistance levels to mark my profit targets. And then this is where I take profits off, okay, in front of these levels in case these levels do not break. So that was the resistance level on YJ, and that's why I was taking profits up into that level. So then you can see we got the reversal, we pulled back away from that level, and then later in the day, late in the day, we squeezed through that level. Notice how we are now trading above that level after hours. YJ, I'm telling you guys this right now, do not let me come on a live stream tomorrow and tell you that I just destroyed YJ, because I'm telling you guys all this now. If YJ tomorrow morning is above 550 pre-market, this stock could easily see 9, possibly even 10 to 12. But it could easily see 9 if this stock is above 550 tomorrow. I'm telling you guys this now because this is my game plan tomorrow. I'm giving you my exact game plan tomorrow on YJ. If I wake up tomorrow morning and tomorrow morning YJ is at 650, 660, and then that bell rings and this stock is still above 550, I'm looking for a quick pullback into the $556 area. I'm going to get long, and we're going to look for an absolute massive rip your face off short squeeze to 9. Do not let me come on the live stream tomorrow and tell you, guys, I told you last night that I was going to focus on YJ tomorrow. I told you last night the stock had chances to go to 9. Do not let me come on this live stream tomorrow and told you my final take profit was $8.87, because I will be so pissed if you let me come on and do that tomorrow. Make sure you guys get your butts in chat with me tomorrow to trade this YJ if we come into the day and we are above that 550 level. Do not let me tell you I told you so. This will be my number one focus tomorrow if the stock is still above 550 tomorrow morning. It has room to 9. Do the math. Okay? I'm telling you guys that now. That's my number one focus coming into the day tomorrow. All right? That is my number one focus coming into the day tomorrow. A lot of you asking me about YJ today after hours. You saw the short squeeze. Excellent. I love it. That could be just the beginning of the squeeze. That could be just the beginning of the squeeze. All right. I love what I'm seeing on the daily chart. The stock has room to give you a candle that looks like that. Absolutely. We can see a candle that looks just like this tomorrow. Okay. We can see a candle that looks just like that. Okay. You can see a candle that looks just like that tomorrow. All right. And your telltale sign will be if we are still above 550 tomorrow morning. Okay. So that's YJ. Now let's move on to the BLNK trade. Okay. So yesterday is when I got my butt handed to me on this trade. I bought put options on BLNK right there. I bought the $25 strike, December 18th expiration put option at $5.40. My stop loss originally was right there. And as you can see, once we broke above that level, I still did not exit the trade. I did not stop out. The stock extended. I reduced some of my position size so I can hold overnight, but I was not bailing on the position because there is a major level of resistance on BLNK in the high 30s, low 40s. I'm going to go to a weekly chart. We're going to pan this. We're going to go to a weekly chart. We're going to pan this all the way out so I can show you this level on the weekly chart on BLNK. And here it is. Okay, here's your level. What you will see back here, all the way going back to 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, you see all of this support, okay, at 40 and the high, like 38 to 40. You see all of that support for years. 2014, we finally broke below it. There is your resistance on the retest in 2014. We tested that level again in 2016, and there's your resistance again. This level is huge for BLNK. Absolutely huge. Okay? Huge with a Y. Absolutely massive level on BLNK. Okay? Massive level. So when we were extending, okay, towards this level yesterday, I go back to the daily chart, okay? Go back to the daily chart and you see we extended into this area. That's why I didn't want to bail on the position, because I thought this resistance level was going to be too much for the stock to break through. So I held on to the position, and then we come into the day today and we get this crater right off the opening bell. The stock just dropped like a rock. And right here in front of $25, I took a piece of profit off the table at $5.90 on those options. Now, let me explain to you guys why 25 is major. Okay, let me explain to you guys why 25 is major. Here is your $25 level on BLNK. Okay, I'm going to go to a 15-minute chart so you can see this even more clearly. Okay, here's your level on BLNK. You'll see previous resistance, high of the day. We had the gap up yesterday. That was your low of the day. Then today we sold off to the low of the day. Look exactly where it lines up, right at 25. This $25 is your level. Okay, this $25 is your level. If 25 breaks, I will get back to my full size position. I'm going to get myself back up to like 100 contracts, guys. Okay, I'm going to get myself back up to like 100 contracts, and I'm going to try to ride this thing all the way down to 19. I think that BLNK can get down to $19, which will take you right to there. $19 is this previous resistance. And then here was the low from the little gap up day on the 20th. That's what I want. If we break below 25, I'm going to add back to full size, and then I'm going to try to ride this down to 19. Okay, I'm going to try to ride this down to 19. All right, that's going to be my target. But I'm only doing that if 25 breaks. So what I did yesterday, I reduced my size so I can hold the position overnight. Then we came into the day today. We got the big pullback. I took some profit, which further reduced my size. Now I'm down to a much more comfortable size position. But if 25 breaks, I'm going to add back. I want to get back to full size. Okay. And I'm going to try to ride this down to 19. Okay. The contracts expire December 18th. So I have some time. Okay. I have some time on this trade. But as we get closer to December 18th, okay, the time decay is going to start to eat away at this contract. So that's why I had to reduce my size on this position to account for that. So now if I get a gap up tomorrow, or if we rally back to 32, I'm going to take a loss on the trade, but it's going to be a much smaller loss than I would have taken yesterday. So by me reducing my size and taking some profit today, I'm in a much more manageable position. And if we break 25, I'm adding. Okay. If we break 25, I'm adding. All right, break 25, I'm adding. And like I said, I'll be looking for take profits. Okay, I'll tell you guys right now, if we break 25 and I add to the position, we'll be taking profits at 22.50. Okay, 22.50 will be a take profit. And then 20.50 will be a take profit. And then 19 will be final take. All right, 19 will be final take. All right, and there we have it. That's what I'm doing, guys, on BLNK. So I've gotten down to a much more manageable position, okay, much more manageable position, and I'm going to see if we can get a little bit more of a pullback that can maybe we put in a candle that looks something like this tomorrow, but we've got to break 25. All right, we've got to break 25. Okay, so we'll see what happens there tomorrow. Does anybody have any questions about BLNK, about YJ? Does anybody have any questions about these trades specifically that I just went over here on the live? Now's the time to ask if you guys have questions about any one of those trades. Yeah, YJ has a news catalyst too, guys. YJ has a news catalyst. I'm telling you, man, that thing can squeeze. That thing can squeeze tomorrow. I'm telling you guys this now. That thing's got a chance to see $9 tomorrow. No, BLNK is not easy to borrow on Thinkorswim. No. I'll go to full size. I'm going to go right to full size on YJ. Why don't I think BLNK can go to 41st? I don't know. Why do you not think it can go to 21st? I can just reverse the question. Like, why do I not think it's going to go to 40? Why do you not think it's going to go to 20? It could definitely go to 41st. It definitely could. It definitely could. 25 strike, Sal. So guys, I have the 25 strike December 18th expiration put. Okay, I have the 25 strike December 18th expiration put. So yeah, Mr. Robato, I mean, it could go to 40. It could. It definitely could. That's why I wanted to make sure that I was reducing my size. So like I reduced my size yesterday, and then I was able to, and that was for a loss. So I actually took a loss on some of my position yesterday just to reduce my risk on the overnight hold. Then today we got the flush. I was like, okay, now I'm actually in the profit. I was able to take some profit off the table. Now I'm still net down on the overall trade for now. If we break 25, I'm going to go well into the profit. So for now, I am net down on the trade, but it is nowhere near the potential loss I was looking at yesterday. I really recouped a lot of that money back today, and it makes it now a much more manageable position. Much more manageable position. Thank you, man. Guy, it's one of my strong suits. Honestly, my risk management is, that's one of my strengths as a trader. It's whatever your full size is, Milan. Everyone's full size is going to be completely different. I might tell you I'm getting on YJ tomorrow. I might tell you that I'm going to buy 10,000 shares. Does that mean you're going to buy 10,000 shares? What if I buy 25,000 shares of YJ tomorrow? It's irrelevant. It's not going to, that's got nothing to do with your position size. You have to, your position size, you need to have your risk is based on your risk tolerance. Like, how much money are you willing to risk per trade? Are you willing to risk $100 per trade, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000? How much are you willing to risk per trade? And then you have to position your size. You have to calculate your position size based on that. So in case you get stopped out, you're losing a dollar amount you're comfortable risking. Okay, you're losing a dollar amount you're comfortable risking. What's the YJ signal? The YJ signal for me tomorrow is if we are gapping above 550 and we get a quick pullback right off the bell, we hold 550, you get a quick tail back to 6, I'm long all day long. I'm long all day long, and I'm looking for us to run to 9. I'm sorry, guys. What Alan Wu and Big Bala, do you guys have a question that I missed? Did you guys have a question that I missed? CS, I might. I don't know if I'm buying a pre-market or not yet. Most likely not. I most likely won't buy it pre-market, but it depends on what it's doing tomorrow. Depends what it's doing tomorrow. Okay, Alan Wu, I see your question now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring you purposely. There's so many messages, like I don't see them all. Not sure if you saw my question, but for your YJ trade, the red candle pullback at your entry had higher volume. Was it not a warning sign? Okay, good question. Let me go back to that real quick. Good question. Okay, so here we go. Now, I will say this to you guys. I do not use 1-minute candles. Okay, I do not use 1-minute candles, but I was able to really identify the volume on this candle by just watching the candle form. So there was your prior high. Okay, there was your prior high. And then you guys see how you had this massive increase in volume when the stock broke through highs. And Alan's question, which is a good question, there on that pullback, the volume was heavy. Okay, the volume was heavy. And was that a warning sign that, like, why did I still buy the stock even with the volume, with that high volume candle? Now, what I need you to understand, and this is something that you really can't see now, I'll show you a 1-minute chart just so you can see it after the fact. But while this trade was taking place live, when that volume was coming in, this candle did 1.5 million shares already when the stock was still trading there. This pullback happened very, very quickly, and 75% of the volume on this candle was actually to the upside when we were pushing $4.50, $4.75, $5. And what I'm going to do is I'll actually take you to a 1-minute chart right now just to show you what I'm talking about. Here it is. Here's your 1-minute chart. Here's your 1-minute chart. Now, here's the push higher. So that's the 3-minute candle. There's the push higher. See the volume increasing on the way up to 5. And then there's your pullback. Look at the volume on the pullback. Okay. So the bulk of the volume that came in on that 3-minute candle was to the upside. the bulk of that the volume that came in there was to the upside on that 3-minute candle. So when we finally got that pullback was very quick. It was a very, very quick pullback that happened, for just maybe a minute or 2 minutes. You got that pullback back down to retest those highs. And that's when I went ahead and I jumped in there. But I liked how the volume was so steadily increasing. And I loved what I was seeing there on the daily chart, because we had just broken through that prior resistance level, and I had thought this stock had room to 6. This is a clean break through that level, okay, around that. Here, I'll go back. I'll go back to the daily chart, and I'll keep the line drawn here. So here's this level that I'm referring to. Here's this level around $4, $4.15. See prior support and then resistance here in 2020. So we had just broken through that level, and that lines up dead even with okay, but then there's that prior high. So like the initial morning high lined up with that low on the daily chart. Okay, lined up with the level on the daily chart. Okay. So that's really why I was like, I like this setup enough to where that was not enough for me to say, yeah, do I wish it could have been do I wish it could have been lower volume on the pullback? Yes, it would have been ideal if the volume was lighter, but it wasn't enough of a sign to make me say, you know what, I'm not gonna enter this trade. I'm staying away from it completely. So, Alan, I hope that answers your question, but that was an excellent question. Okay, that was an excellent question. All right, guys. Now, hold on one second, guys. All right, so I hope that helps answers your question. Alan Big Bala, does that answer your question, guys? For those of you that had the question about YJ? Perfect. Good. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, guys, wonderful. Okay. Okay, so that's the recap on my trades, guys. Real quick, I just want to see the people that are on the live still right now that are not members of True Trading Group. If you're not a member of TTG, guys, type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, you're not a member of TTG. I want you guys to type TTG in chat right now, real quick. All right, we've got Mark, we got McCahill, we got Elliot, Gobin, 3 Pony, Jinga, Anthony, Justin, Siraj, Matthew, High IQ, Mad Gaines, Keith, Mahal, Graham, Pavan, Matthew Riggs, Mark Jones, Pradip, Leonido, Pradeep, Bob, Anthony, thank you, Marco, Eduardo, Joe Hill, Amy Joe, Dan, Frank, Tim Corey, Keith Curtin, Tom the Philosopher, Massimo. Beautiful, guys. All right, beautiful. RV, David, Ava, Decan, Steven, Dan B, Tristan Cummins. All right, guys, we got a lot of new faces. A lot of new faces, guys. Listen up. For those of you that just typed TTG in chat right now, guys, I'm specifically talking to you all right now. I'm specifically talking to you guys all right now because if you guys are serious about getting a professional education, if you guys all typed to me before, you typed to me about all of your goals that you guys are trying to reach. I'm telling you guys all this right, that in order for you to be in the 10% stat, it's not anything special. It's not a secret. It's not a special pattern. It's not some special indicator that only successful traders use. It's an education. And at True Trading Group, you guys are getting a simplified version of the same education I received working at a hedge fund. And we do have a 7-day trial that you can all join right now. Okay. The new year is coming up. Be on the right side of the new year, guys, and start right now. Get the education now. Go through that 7-day trial. Guys, you can go to ttgthree.com. It is a one-time payment of $3. Okay. $3. What do you have to lose? It is less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And this $3 will be the best $3 you've ever spent in your life, because it can open the doors to pave the way to the potentially the rest of your life to help you guys reach those goals. So many of you commented what your goals were. Do you think those goals are just going to happen overnight? Or are you going to have to get an education and work for those goals? You all said, oh, I want to be able to quit my job. I want to be able to travel the world. Do you think that's just going to happen overnight? Has that been working for you so far? Whatever you have been doing up to this point, has it been working, or are you still struggling? If you're still struggling, then it's time you guys did something different. The 7-day trial is going to get you access to our dashboard for 7 days. Try True Trading Group for yourself for 7 days and see if it's right for you. Get a feel for what it's like to be part of the community. Get a feel for what it's like to get a professional education, because I provide you, like, see these breakdowns I'm doing with you on the chart? I do this in chat live every day. Before I enter a trade, I come on the mic, I go on the chart, I break down all these levels. I go, guys, this is what I'm doing. I draw candles. I literally draw candles and say, guys, if the stock does this, I'm going to buy it right here. If the stock does this, I'm going to sell it right here. I literally, guys, my right or wrong, my TGD fam, do I not draw candles during the day and tell everyone this is what I'm going to do if the stock does this? This is what I'm going to do if the stock does that. I tell everybody the entire game plan. Okay. So you guys can get access to the dashboard for 7 days. You can use the stock profile tool. Okay. Okay, type 1 in chat if you guys are brand new, not a member, and want me to cover what we offer, knowing that TTG chat is only 30% of it. All right, guys, that 7-day trial is going to get you access to the stock profile tool, okay, which is you can type in a ticker symbol, get a downloadable PDF report on any ticker that you're interested in. All right, use it. You can type in 100 different ticker symbols if you want. Okay, you can get 100 different ticker symbols if you want. All right, that's going to give you general info, SEC filings, news, insider transactions, as well as a compilation of all the analyst ratings for that particular stock. How many analysts have a buy, sell, hold rating? That's going to give you that. Our daily watch list you're going to get. Those are the stocks we're watching on the day. I just told you YJ is on my watch list tomorrow. But that's what we do every day from 8:30 to 9 a.m. Eastern. We post that watch list for you to tell you what are the stocks we're watching and how we plan on trading them. You're also going to get 3 sample courses that are a condensed version of the full courses you get with a full membership. But nonetheless, these 3 courses are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. Whether you've never traded stock a day in your life or you've been trading for 10 years, these courses are guaranteed to make you a better trader. This is everything you guys get for just $3. This is a one-time payment of $3. It's not reoccurring. Then you'll also be able to get 3 days of access into our chat room where I share my screen, the other moderators share their screens. We're all on the microphone telling you what we're doing before we do it, telling you what we're seeing, okay, giving you real-time live trade alerts when we enter and exit trades. You can DM the pro traders in chat. You can ask questions. That's how you guys are going to learn. You'll also be able to use our Benzinga live news feed in chat, the Squawk Box feature in chat, where you can actually turn on your speakers and have someone read you out loud breaking news headlines as they come across the wire to the second when they come across the wire. That feature is included in our chat. We have a trade ideas scanner that runs all day in chat. You guys can use that as well. All of this is included for just $3. And you'll be able to see our trade history. I told you guys we have a full trade log up in chat or up on the website with where we keep track of all of our performance. And you can see all the winners, all the losers, all the break evens. You guys can see our performance. Right now, we have a 78% win rate in chat, which means myself, the other moderators, when we call out a trade in chat, 78% of the time, it is a profitable one. Okay. If you guys want to access that 7-day trial, go to ttgthree.com. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you are under no obligation to do so whatsoever. All right. So it's about time that you guys take advantage of the 7-day trial. See if TTG is right for you. And don't forget, we've got Trader Palooza November 28th. We've got the Red to Green workshop tomorrow. So if you guys there's ever been a time to go through the trial, do it now. So you guys can go through the trial, see if TG is right for you, upgrade to a full membership if you want, so you can attend the Red to Green workshop. You can attend the Trader Palooza virtual trading seminar. You guys want to make sure you can attend all of these live events because they are tremendous education and learning tools for you guys. Okay, so you guys want to make sure that you take advantage of that there now. Now, I told you guys before that, you know, True Trading Group is the chat room and the trade alerts. It's 30% of your membership, because TTG is a lot more than just a chat room and trade alerts. It's an entire platform of premium services, tools, resources, and educational products. I'm going to explain to you guys what you actually get when you do upgrade to a full membership, because if you guys want to join us for Traderpalooza, you've got to upgrade to a full membership. All right. So let me explain what you get with a full membership, because right now you guys can actually get the full membership, okay, for a 43% discount when you guys use coupon code TTG1120. This is the sale that we are going to be running here for Black Friday, Thanksgiving. It's the 43% discount with coupon code TTG1120. This is how we are doing the Black Friday sale. Do not wait for Black Friday. I'm telling you guys this now. Use this coupon code here now so you guys can join us for Traderpalooza on Saturday. Let me explain what you get with the full membership. You're going to get access daily to our chat room. We open at 7:30 a.m. We close at 6:30 p.m. I already told you guys you're going to get the screen share, the audio analysis, the real-time alerts, the Benzinga Live news feed, the Squawk Box news feature. All of that is included with your membership. Then you can also use the mobile app. This is crucial for those of you that work full-time, okay? Most of our traders work full-time. Okay, most of our members, okay, our moderators, we all trade full time. But if you guys are, most of our members work full time. So we have an app that's downloadable on iPhone and Android where you guys can actually still be logged into chat on your phone or mobile device with see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications sent straight to your mobile device so you can follow along with what it is that we're trading in chat. Now, none of us are scalpers in True Trading Group. So none of our moderators are entering trades and exiting within seconds. We're not buying a stock and selling it 45 seconds later. Most of our trades last several minutes to several hours, sometimes several days long. So it's very easy for you to follow along with all of our trades. And like I said, right now, we're sporting a 78% win rate in chat. Okay, we're sporting a 78% win rate in chat. And then we also have that trade idea scanner. You guys get access to all of this included with your membership. That's daily. But then you have all the educational resources and tools. You get access with your full membership, the entire curriculum. There are no upsells and different level packages and different courses and different bundles. You get access to every single course when you sign up with coupon code TTG1120. Your membership is all inclusive. Okay, so we have a 15-course curriculum that is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at a hedge fund in New York. Okay, I've since simplified that information and education, and I've created the TTG curriculum. That's going to cover beginner and foundation stock trading, intro to options, advanced stock trading, advanced options trading, trader psychology, which is the single most important part of trading, which you guys experienced between today and yesterday. Swing trading, how to trade during a market crash. I mean, there's so many different courses that are included in that curriculum. You get access to all of them when you sign up with coupon code TTG1120. Okay, you get access to all of those courses included. There's no upsells. You get access to all of them. Okay, then you're also going to get access to our resources and tools. Our tools include a trade simulator. You can practice trading stocks and options with fake money, with real-time level 1 and level 2 data. So you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses, practice implementing that in the simulator before you start trading with real money. Then you guys will also be able to use our stock screener, which allows you to filter through thousands of stocks during the day based on certain criteria. So you know what are the hottest stocks on the day. So you know where to focus your time, energy, and attention, which stocks give you the best chance to profit. I told you about the stock profile tool already. You get unlimited access to the stock profile tool. And then also 75 hours, over 75 hours, which after Traderpalooza and after the Red to Green workshop, you're talking about over 90 hours of additional educational video content that you get access to. A video library of will be after Saturday, over 90 hours of educational video content. That is in addition to the courses that are included with the curriculum. Now, the curriculum is in text and video format. This 90 hours of additional education is workshops and webinars, because myself, the other moderators, we're always conducting different workshops and webinars throughout the course of each month. And we record those sessions and we have them in a video library for our members to go back and view later. When you're a full member, you'll be able to start to attend these events live. Okay, so tomorrow's our red to green workshop. If you're a struggling trader, we're going to talk about how to get you from red to green. That's tomorrow. You can attend it live. You can ask questions. Then we have Trader Palooza on Saturday. You definitely want to make sure you attend that live. It's amazing. You guys can ask questions there. And then you will also get anyone that signs up with coupon code TTG1120 tonight gets a free one-on-one mentor session with a head trader. That's a 1-hour mentor session. You guys can ask questions. We can talk about your topics, review your trades, anything that you want to go over, talk about your strengths, your weaknesses, where you're making mistakes, where we can make adjustments, where we can change things, and where we can make some changes to help you improve on your P&L. You also get access to our TradingView Pro charting software, and access to all future resources and courses. If I come out with a new course next month, or we add a new tool or resource next month, it's automatically included with your membership. There's no upsell for any of our courses or resources ever, even in the future. Whatever comes out down the road, if you're already a member, you automatically get access to that membership, guys. We take the top premium trading tools and products, we bundle them together as part of your THD membership. That's what I mean by we're not just a chat service. It's a platform that gives traders their resources and tools needed to become consistently profitable. The Benzinga Pro real-time news feed, the Squawk Box feature, the real-time level 1 and full book level 2 data, real-time options data, the trade ideas, real-time preset scanners that are streamed directly in chat, the TradingView Pro charting software with real-time streaming data, at least 10 easy to follow real-time actionable trade alerts per week from a community of pro traders with a 78% win rate currently, 15 professional courses designed by myself, an award-winning hedge fund trader. Guys, that education is what allowed me to receive a Trader of the Year award in 2008. I simplified the education, and that is what you guys get when you get access and you join the THD team full time. Over 90 hours of additional video content. You know, that Trader Palooza event is Saturday. That's a 12-hour long event. You guys definitely don't want to miss that. And then access to our chat room daily, where you guys can ask me questions. A lot of you message me on these lives. You're like, Mike, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Wouldn't it be nice to ask me those questions while the market's open? And you can act on it. You can buy stocks, you can sell stocks, you can buy options and sell options based on whatever, you know, guidance or advice that I give you guys when you ask me these questions. Wouldn't that be nice? You can do that in chat every day. You can send me direct messages and ask me questions. Okay. Normally a membership to TTG would cost you $2,048 for the year normally. But tonight with coupon code TTG1120, you can get a 43% discount, which brings the price of a membership all the way down to only $1,158 until midnight tonight. Every 24 hours, the price of our membership in the month of November is going up by a couple of bucks. So by tomorrow, the membership is going to be more expensive than it is right now. So to take advantage of that $11.58 price, you guys want to use coupon code TTG1120 right here, right now to lock in that lower price point. And get this, anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, I'm going to include a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD. So it is the perfect tool for you to stay connected on the go, so you can trade and learn on the THD platform. Even if you guys are at work, you're at your kid's soccer game, you're stuck in traffic, you're on the golf course, whatever it is that you're in the gym, whatever it is that you guys are doing, you can still take advantage of what it is that we're doing in chat, and you can profit and you can learn while you're on the go. That is completely free. It's our gift to you. We're even going to cover the shipping. Okay. Like I said, we have that mobile app for a reason, so our members can use it. I want to make sure that you have a mobile device that is maybe bigger than your little phone, so it's easier for you to navigate and it's easier for you to go through the courses, learn, be in chat, place your trades on that mobile device. So that's a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD for anyone that signs up with this coupon code by midnight tonight. Okay, by midnight tonight. Guys, to put this into perspective for you a little bit, with the resources and tools, the $11.58 price point that you can get right now tonight, and only tonight, tomorrow the price is going up, is the most insane value when it comes to what you are actually getting as a trader. Because let me explain this to you. The Benzinga live newsfeed with the Squawk Box feature that's included with your membership and chat, if you went to Benzinga tomorrow and you wanted to sign up for that new service, they would charge you $1,188 for the year. That's included for free with your membership that you can get right now for $1,158. So you're actually paying $30 less to get that service, as well as everything else I just said to you comes with your membership. Okay. If you wanted real-time level 2 for all exchanges, that's $990 for the year. If you wanted a trade simulator, that's $750 for the year. If you went to TradingView and you said you want to sign up for their pro charting software, that's $720 for the year. That is a total of $3,648 in premium resources and services that you are getting included for free with your membership when you sign up with coupon code TTG1120. Okay. And also important for me to know, when you guys are up for renewal, and I'm confident that you guys are going to want to renew because I told you guys before, but 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee back within the first 6 months of their membership. So that means if you invested $11.58 tonight in a professional education, that you can make you have an 80% chance to make $11,000 in the next 6 months. That's what that stat means. That's what our members are doing. So that's why I'm so confident you're going to want to renew your membership. Our retention is very high in True Trading Group because people are succeeding, they're profiting, they're becoming better traders, they're achieving, they're reaching their goals. So when you guys use coupon code TT1120, not only are you locking in the 43% discount right now, but you're locking it in for next year. Because let's say next year our membership is $2,200. When it comes time for your membership to renew, you're not paying $2,200. You're only going to pay the price you pay when you sign up, which is the $8 with coupon code TTG1120. Okay. So you're not only saving 43% now, but you're saving potentially 50% next year. Okay. When it comes time for your membership to renew, because you're going to still get this discounted price. All right. And I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually going to go one step further. Okay. I'm about to show you guys how much I believe in the TeachD platform and how confident I am in the education. I told you, be part of the 10%, not the 90%. What's the difference between the 10% and the 90%? It's an education. And I'm so confident that this education can get you into the 10% that I'm willing to actually give you a money back guarantee. Yes, you heard me. If you are, listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal right now. Any of you that are on the fence, if you use coupon code TeachD1120 tonight and do the following: go through all of our courses, get an 85 or higher on the quizzes that are at the end of the courses. Yes, there's quizzes at the end of our courses. Okay. Score an 85 or higher on those courses and do your one-on-one with one of our moderators. Really put in an effort. If you do not make back the $11.58 at least once in the course of the year of your membership, if you don't do that, I'm going to give you a complete money back refund. Complete refund. I'm going to give you all your money back. I'll give you the $11.58 right back. That's how confident I am that this education can get you into that 10%. And I'm confident because our members are doing it. We survey all of our members. That 80% of our members they're not just making their membership fee back in 6 months. They're making 10 times their fee back in 6 months. That's success. That's profitability. That's achieving your goals. That's standing on your own 2 feet. That's being in the 10%. That's why I'm so confident in the program. That's why I'm willing to give you guys the money back guarantee. So I've guaranteed your membership cost. What do you have to lose? Aside from becoming a consistently profitable trader and reaching your goals of financial freedom and having the chance to one day tell your boss to go screw. That's what you have to lose. That's what you have to lose. Spend more time at home with your family, travel the world. That's what you guys are potentially, that's what you have to lose. Okay, that is what you guys have to lose. We are also like 70% of the way there on our Tesla giveaway. Another exciting thing. Okay, every time that TGD gets 300 new members, we raffle off a Tesla or $30,000 cash. Okay, it's whatever the winner prefers. If you want the car, you get the car. If you don't want the car, you get $30,000 cash. The choice is yours. We're about 70 to 75% of the way there with that raffle. Once we reach 300 people, that raffle closes and we're going to be raffling it off. All you have to do is be a member of True Trading Group to be included in that raffle. Okay. With coupon code TEACH1120, you'll automatically be included in that raffle. We don't have a lot of spots left before that raffle closes. If you are number 301, you won't be included in this raffle. You'll be booted to the next one. Okay. So you guys want to make sure you give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000. So you sign up and use that coupon code here today. And then we also have, every Sunday we give away 5 free laptops to TeachD members. Okay. Every Sunday we give away 5 free laptops. Again, guys, THD is not just about the trade alerts. We want to make sure you have the resources necessary to become a consistently profitable trader. And that's why we give away the Amazon Kindle Fire. That's why we have the mobile app. That's why we raffle off, laptops to make sure you guys have the tools needed to become consistently profitable. Okay. All right, guys. So that is all, guys. That does it here for Nice. Mohammed says, Mike, thank you. I made some money to earn a free subscription. So here I am about to sign up after this live. I already made close to $3,000 in 2 of my trial days. Guys, there you have it. Mohammed Blank signed up for his trial, has already made $3,000, and is here to buy a membership basically for free because that's the best $3 you've ever spent in your life. What is that, a 10,000% return? Something like that. Something like that. Is that what that is? Is that a 10,000% return? I think $3 to $3,000. That math correctly? I don't know. But like I said, guys, the best $3 you ever seen in your life. So use coupon code TTG1120. Okay. Muhammad is signing up right now. That's what I'm talking about. Muhammad, welcome to the family. Who else is going to sign up with Muhammad? Who else am I going to say welcome to the family to? I'm challenging you guys right now. How serious are you? How bad do you want it? You all were so quick to type in chat when I said, what are your goals? You were so quick to type in those answers. How bad do you want it? When I said type in your goals in chat, all of a sudden, all these comments, consistent, profitable, travel the world, quit my job, trade full-time, return, all of a sudden, all these answers, right? But what are you doing about it? How are you going to get there? What's going to get you to your goals? Because whatever you have been doing up to this point has not worked. The difference between the 90% and the 10% is a professional education. That's what I'm here to offer you all right now. If you're willing to put in the work, okay, go through the courses, do your one-on-one, pass the courses. I'm going to give you guys a money-back guarantee if this does not work out and you don't make at least that membership back once in the course of the year. So how bad do you want it? If you want it bad enough, I promise to be there with you every step of the way to walk you through this entire process and share with you every piece of knowledge and education and experience that I have. I'll be there with you to guide you and you every step of the way. If you guys are ready to join the TTG team full-time, use coupon code TTG1120. If you're still a little unsure, okay, we do have that 7-day trial. Like I said, for that, it's just a one-time payment of $3. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time if you want, but you don't have to. You're in no obligation to do so. For that, go to ttgthree.com. Okay, it'll be the best $3 you ever spent in your entire life. That's a promise. But again, if you want to be included in the Tesla raffle, you want to be included in the laptop giveaway, you want to attend the Red to Green workshop, and you want to attend the Trader Palooza virtual trading workshop, that you've got to be a full-time member. So for that, use coupon code TTG1120, get the 43% discount with coupon code TTG1120, get the Amazon Kindle Fire, and get the money back guarantee. What do you have to lose except potentially never reaching your goals? And that, my friends, is a sin. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. My TGD fam, we're going to have YG front and center tomorrow morning. If we're gapping up above 550, watch for a squeeze to 9. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.